On June 10, 2011, Spotify's CEO Daniel Ek was facing a daunting reality. The company was on the verge of bankruptcy. With only $38 million in the bank, Spotify was burning through cash fast. The company had already raised $22 million in funding, but it wasn't enough to sustain its rapid growth. Ek had to make some tough decisions to save the company. He had to convince his investors to pour in more money, and he had to find a way to increase revenue. The fate of Spotify hung in the balance. What would Ek do next? The company's future depended on it. The clock was ticking, and the stakes were high. Ek's decision would either save or sink the company. Spotify was founded in 2006 by Daniel Ek and Martin Lorentzon in Stockholm, Sweden. Ek, a young entrepreneur with a passion for music, had a vision to create a platform that would revolutionize the way people listen to music. Lorentzon, a seasoned businessman, brought the necessary expertise to turn Ek's vision into a reality. The two founders started working on Spotify in a small office in Stockholm, with a team of just a few people. They raised $22 million in funding from investors and launched the service in 2008. The early days were marked by struggle and perseverance. Ek and Lorentzon faced numerous challenges, from negotiating with record labels to developing a user-friendly interface. But they were driven by their passion for music and their determination to succeed. Spotify's first product was a music streaming service that allowed users to listen to songs for free, with occasional ads. The service was launched in 2008, and it quickly gained popularity in Sweden. Ek and Lorentzon had managed to secure deals with major record labels, including Universal, Sony, and Warner Music. The service was simple, yet effective. Users could search for songs, create playlists, and share music with friends. Spotify's user base grew rapidly, and the company started to expand its operations to other countries. In 2010, Spotify launched its premium service, which offered ad-free listening and offline playback. The premium service was a game changer, and it helped Spotify to increase its revenue and attract more users. In 2011, Spotify raised an additional $100 million in funding, which helped the company to expand its operations and increase its marketing efforts. The funding round was led by DSD Global, a Russian investment firm. The investment gave Spotify the necessary resources to compete with other music streaming services, such as Apple Music and Google Play Music. Ek used the funding to hire more staff, improve the service's features, and expand its user base. The company's revenue started to grow, and Spotify became one of the leading music streaming services in the world. The turning point had arrived, and Spotify was poised for success. In 2012, Spotify launched its service in the United States, which marked a major milestone for the company. The launch was successful, and Spotify's user base grew rapidly. The company's revenue increased, and Spotify became one of the most popular music streaming services in the world. Ek's vision had become a reality, and Spotify was now a household name. The company's success was fueled by its innovative features, such as Discover Weekly and Release Radar, which used algorithms to recommend music to users. Spotify's user base continued to grow, and the company's revenue reached $1 billion in 2014. In 2015, Apple launched its own music streaming service, Apple Music, which posed a major threat to Spotify. Apple Music had a huge marketing budget, and it was pre-installed on all Apple devices. Ek and his team were concerned that Apple Music would steal Spotify's users and revenue. The competition was fierce, and Spotify had to respond quickly. Ek decided to focus on Spotify's strengths, such as its Discover Weekly feature, and to improve the service's user experience. Spotify also launched a major marketing campaign to attract new users and retain existing ones. In 2016, Spotify faced a major crisis when it was sued by a group of songwriters who claimed that the company had not paid them royalties for their songs. The lawsuit was a major blow to Spotify, and it threatened to damage the company's reputation. Ek and his team had to act quickly to resolve the issue. They negotiated with the songwriters and agreed to pay them royalties. The crisis was averted, but it had a major impact on Spotify's bottom line. The company's revenue was affected, and Ek had to make some tough decisions to cut costs and improve efficiency. In 2017, Amazon launched its own music streaming service, Amazon Music, which posed another major threat to Spotify. Amazon Music had a huge user base, and it was integrated with Amazon's Echo smart speaker. Eck and his team were concerned that Amazon Music would steal Spotify's users and revenue. The competition was fierce, and Spotify had to respond quickly. Eck decided to focus on Spotify's strengths, such as its personalized recommendations, and to improve the service's user experience. Spotify also launched a major marketing campaign to attract new users and retain existing ones. Today, Spotify is one of the leading music streaming services in the world, with over 433 million monthly active users and $7.4 billion in annual revenue. The company has expanded its operations to over 180 markets, and it has launched a range of new features, such as Spotify Podcasts and Spotify Video. Eck's vision has become a reality, and Spotify is now a household name. The company's success is a testament to Eck's perseverance and innovation. Spotify's story is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is always hope for a turnaround. So what can we learn from Spotify's story? First, innovation is key to success. Spotify's personalized recommendations and user-friendly interface help the company to stand out from its competitors. Second, perseverance is essential. Eck and his team faced numerous challenges, but they never gave up. Third, adaptability is crucial. Spotify had to adapt to changing market conditions and consumer behavior. What specific strategies can you apply to your own business to achieve similar success? Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories of entrepreneurship and innovation. What's the most important lesson you've learned from Spotify's story?